Have you ever pondered why, as we grow older, the individuals surrounding us can sometimes seem like a heavy burden? Have you found yourself questioning why certain relationships drain your energy rather than lift you up? If you are over 60, this video is tailored for you. Today we delve deep into the types of people to avoid in your later years. Those who could sap the life out of you, leaving you stressed, exhausted, and unhappy. Stay tuned until the end, as I will provide enlightening insights on protecting your energy, safeguarding your happiness, and ensuring that your remaining years are filled with the joy, peace, and freedom you deserve. By the conclusion of this video, you will understand precisely which individuals to steer clear of, how to set healthy boundaries, and how to ensure you are living life on your own terms, not those of others. So, whether you are already grappling with energy-draining individuals or simply wish to make the most of your time, this video will equip you with the tools to reclaim your life. Let's commence and seize control of your future. If you have not subscribed yet, I recommend subscribing and turning on the notification bell to not miss any videos. Your support means a great deal to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can assist me in continuing to spread valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If the subject of this video resonated with you, please comment 1. If not, please comment 0 to inform me how I can enhance and produce better videos for you. Now, let's start. Let's pause for a moment to contemplate one of the most toxic and perilous types of individuals that seniors frequently encounter: the eternal complainer. Do you know someone like this in your life? These individuals possess a unique knack for uncovering issues in every little thing. The weather is never perfect, the pension is always inadequate, and the children are perpetually misbehaving. No matter how hard you try, something always seems amiss. From the moment you wake up in the morning, they are prepared to offload their complaints onto you, inundating your mind with negativity. It's truly draining, isn't it? People of this nature are not merely irritating, they can be hazardous to be around. Complaining, in its toxic form, is akin to a relentless virus that gradually infiltrates your mind, infecting every thought. Over time, you begin to perceive the world through their distorted lens. Everything is flawed, everyone is at fault, and life is simply unjust. Yet deep down we understand that this is not the reality, do we not? Life is brimming with opportunities. Even after surpassing the age of 60, there is still an abundance of beauty, joy, and potential out there for us to uncover. If you genuinely wish to safeguard your peace of mind and preserve the joy in your heart, you must distance yourself from those who view the world as nothing more than a sequence of gloomy, gray skies. Take a moment to reflect. How frequently are you surrounded by complaints? And more crucially, how do you feel after interacting with these individuals? Are you left feeling drained, disheartened, or simply frustrated? Perhaps it is time not only to tidy up your surroundings, but also to reassess the company you keep. Let's acknowledge it. If we can identify the complainers in our lives, we can also begin making wiser choices about whom we allow in. And while we are on the topic of toxic individuals, let's proceed to another category that is particularly detrimental to seniors: the so-called energy vampires. Now you may wonder, who are these energy vampires? No, they are not literal vampires who partake in your blood. Although there are instances when it may feel that way. Is it not? These individuals do not drain your blood, but they do deplete your energy and vitality in a remarkably insidious manner. It is almost as if they have a concealed agenda, a subtle mission to empty your emotional reservoir, and they accomplish this so quietly, so stealthily, that you may not even realize it until you find yourself utterly spent. Allow me to share an example. Envision a neighbor who visits you with a cheerful smile, bearing homemade pies, inquiring about your well-being. Everything seems pleasant for a moment. However, without warning, the tone shifts. Everything in my life is so dreadful. I never have enough. How do you manage the challenges of old age? Suddenly, what began as a friendly visit turns into an emotional drain. An hour later, you are left feeling drained. yet you never once voiced your concerns or complaints. It's as though they have sapped the life out of you without your awareness. I have encountered a similar situation in my own life. A dear friend of mine, let's call her Maria, resided with her daughter. Her daughter was a lovely, caring individual, but whenever something went awry in her life, she turned to her mother for support. Initially, Maria was more than willing to listen and provide guidance. As time passed, her daughter's issues began to infiltrate every corner of their home. She would come in and vent about her boyfriend, boss, and everything else going wrong in her life. If you're still watching this video and finding these tips helpful, please leave a comment below to let me know you're still here with me. Maria would listen and offer support, but after years of this, she felt overwhelmed by her daughter's problems. It became challenging to distinguish where her own life ended and her daughter's struggles began. The key point here is not to live with individuals who constantly drag you into their chaos. You have your own worries, life to manage, and health to prioritize, especially in your 60s. Every additional emotional, mental, or physical burden can be detrimental. It's okay to set boundaries and prioritize your well-being. The people in your life should bring joy, understanding, and balance, not stress and negativity. Assess whether the individuals in your life uplift you or drain you. It's never too late to establish boundaries that nurture your well-being and allow you to live your best life. Remember, your happiness is your responsibility, not others. Do you know individuals who drain your energy without realizing it? Consider setting boundaries to protect your well-being as you age. When individuals try to control their lives, it is often driven by unresolved fears rather than malice. These fears stem from the dread of aging, being alone, and lacking a clear future plan. The story of a woman who dreamt of world travel but was held back by her son's concerns resonates deeply. Your life is a masterpiece shaped by your own aspirations, joys, and even sorrows. No one has the authority to critique or dictate how you should live it. If someone disrespects your autonomy, it is essential to gently distance yourself from them to prioritize your own happiness and growth. Setting boundaries with individuals who hinder your personal development is crucial. Furthermore, as we age, the dynamic with grown children can become burdensome, especially when they remain emotionally reliant on you. Despite years of nurturing and guiding them towards independence, some adult children continue to cling to you, hindering your progress and happiness. It is vital to recognize when enabling such behavior prevents both their growth and your own fulfillment. Sometimes we get so caught up in our roles as parents, spouses, or caretakers that we lose sight of our own identities. Yes, you are a mom, dad, husband, or wife, but you are also an individual with dreams, desires, and needs. You have the right to happiness and to live for yourself, not just for the role you play in someone else's life. I remember a story about a woman named Natalia who spent most of her life giving to her son. By the time he was 40, he still relied on her for everything, without contributing financially or helping with household chores. When Natalia became seriously ill and her son didn't offer to help, she realized that her attempts to help him had come at the expense of her own well-being and happiness. It was a painful revelation, but it made her see that continuing the cycle was harmful to both of them. It's important to recognize when you're being taken advantage of and to prioritize your own joy, peace, and self-discovery. You deserve to let go of roles that no longer serve you and to live life on your own terms. It's time to stop sacrificing yourself for others and start thriving. If you have adult children who rely on you without giving back, it might be time to have an honest conversation and set boundaries. You are not obligated to be their lifelong caretaker. It's crucial to remember that there comes a point when parents need to step back and allow their children to take responsibility for their own lives. Now, let's talk about a topic that stirs many emotions: love. Intimacy doesn't have to end after 60. It can flourish in new and unexpected ways. As we age, we must be cautious about whom we bring into our lives for intimacy. Relationships at an older age can be just as tricky, if not more so, than when we were younger. Healthy relationships thrive on mutual respect, patience, and freedom, but younger partners may not always understand this delicate balance. A friend of mine, Galina, in her 60s, fell in love with a man 20 years younger. He was magnetic to her, but their age difference brought complications. Older individuals are often drawn to people they know, from their past or increasingly, to younger partners. As we age, we understand the importance of balance in relationships, yet younger partners may not grasp this concept. Everything appeared flawless, as she felt revitalized and youthful, embracing a more active lifestyle that seemed to rewind time. However, as their relationship progressed, the dynamics shifted. The young man she admired now demanded more of her time, energy, and resources. She transitioned from being his lover to his caregiver, required to cook, support financially, and care for him like a mother. The once electric passion waned, replaced by frustration and resentment. Feeling emotionally and physically drained, she realized that a relationship after 60 is about respect, balance, and emotional freedom, not just fiery passion. It became evident that without these core elements, no amount of physical attraction could salvage the relationship. Sometimes, maintaining a long-distance relationship may be preferable, enabling connection warmth without losing oneself. It's important not to limit relationships to younger partners, as complexities also arise with those of the same age or older. Many older individuals seek companionship out of fear of loneliness, but fear is not a solid foundation for any relationship. It's crucial to evaluate if a relationship brings joy and peace, enhancing rather than depleting one's life. Love should be about balance, not dependence. For men over 60, it's essential to discern who to avoid living with, as not everyone may bring value or peace. A caregiver type of woman may seem nurturing at first, but can ultimately seek to control and dominate, disguising manipulation as love. It's important to recognize when care transforms into control, preserving autonomy and freedom in relationships. At Elderly Hacks, we understand that as men age, the desire for independence and control over one's life remains strong. Regardless of age, it's important to assess whether a relationship is built on mutual support or domination. Real love, as taught in Buddhism, respects the freedom and boundaries of each individual. If you find yourself feeling like a prisoner in your own home due to someone else's rules, it may be time to reevaluate the situation. Your golden years should be spent in happiness and peace, not under someone else's thumb. Additionally, it's crucial to set boundaries with those who do not respect your time and constantly demand your attention. Your time after 60 is precious and should be spent on activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, not on endless favors for others. It's okay to say no and prioritize your own well-being, even if it means distancing yourself from those who may not understand your needs. As you navigate this stage of life, surround yourself with people who lift you up and respect your boundaries. It's time to take control of your own narrative and make your time count. By setting boundaries and prioritizing your well-being, you can create a life that is authentic and fulfilling. Remember, it's okay to choose yourself and protect your peace, even if it means saying no to others. Seniors should avoid negative influences who view aging as a limitation, constantly reminding them of their age and pushing their fears and limitations onto them. It's disheartening to see people fall into this trap when there are vibrant seniors in their 70s and 80s still living fully. Age shouldn't limit passions, dreams, or sense of self. It brings wisdom and the freedom to live authentically. Surrounding oneself with positivity and encouragement leads to a fulfilling life at any age, challenging beliefs that limit potential. It's important to step away from those who impose limiting ideas, especially when they come from close ones. Age is not a barrier to new adventures or passions, as proven by inspiring individuals who achieved greatness in their later years like Colonel Sanders and Grandma Moses. Age should not dictate dreams or possibilities. At a certain age, it can be disheartening when the people around you, who should be supportive, instead try to impose their fears and insecurities on you. You may hear phrases like, "Why bother learning something new?" Or, "Are you planning to start a new career?" It's painful to hear, But you must realize that these individuals are not trying to harm you. They are simply projecting their own fears onto you, thinking they are protecting you from disappointment. In reality, they are depriving you of your power and future. After 60, a whole new chapter of life begins, filled with joy, adventure, and new experiences. It's up to you to claim it. Don't let anyone, no matter how well-meaning, tell you that your opportunities are limited by your age. Age is not a sentence. It's a chance for reinvention. Embrace the present moment and live your best life, free from the doubts and limitations others may try to impose on you. While you may convince yourself that assisting others is a priority, consider this. If you don't prioritize yourself now, when will you? Life after 60 can be enriching, thrilling, and satisfying, but only if you grant yourself permission. Reflect on the last time you truly prioritized your own needs over someone else's. How often have you postponed your desires for the sake of others, only to brush them aside with the excuse of later? The reality is, later may never arrive. If you fail to value your time, someone else will gladly take it from you, leaving behind a sense of regret as life passes by on terms other than your own. If you're still following along, please comment 3 to show your presence. Now take a hard look at your life. How frequently have you lived for others rather than for yourself in recent years? Are you prepared to take the bold step of living for yourself that you've been avoiding for so long? Once we reach 60, we face a clear decision: conform to others' expectations, or reclaim control and live life on our own terms. This choice may unsettle others, but it will liberate you. No one will grant you permission to prioritize your own happiness. It is your responsibility to seize the life you've earned. Buddhism teaches that we alone are accountable for our happiness, empowering us to shape our lives as we see fit. Embrace the freedom to pursue your dreams, hobbies, or passions without guilt or hesitation. This is your time. Seize it fully. Reflect on the lessons shared today and consider how you will incorporate them into your life. Share your thoughts and commitment to living authentically in the comments below. If you found this message valuable, like, share, and subscribe to Elderly Hacks for more empowering content. Remember, this is your time to thrive. Thank you for your attention.